Magandang araw, oras na para sa pinakabagong balita sa lagay ng panahon at sa mundo ng science and technology. Ako po si Jel Miranda and we welcome you to DOSTv, Science for the People. Narito pa rin po tayo ngayon sa World Trade Center sa Pasay City upang ihatid sa inyo ang special coverage ng 2017 National Science and Technology Week. Abangan kung ano pa ang mga tampok dito, kaya tutok lang. Nagbabalik po ang DOSTv Science for the People. Ngayon naman ay makakasama po natin ang Section Chief ng Physical Laboratory Section ng DOST MIRDC, Engineer Florante Catalan. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Alright, sir, pag-usapan natin ano-ano ba yung mga auto parts at testing facility na nandito ngayon sa NSTW 2017?
Actually, yung auto parts testing facility, mga facility para ma-provide natin, masuportahan natin yung mga automotive parts and component manufacturer para magkaroon sila ng mga competitive products. So ibig sabihin, pagka sinabi competitive products, kumare, pwede siyang i-export sa ibang bansa.
So marami na, ibig sabihin nagsimula ang MIRDC, ito na talaga yung binibigyan nating serbisyo.
Kasi nakikita natin, malaki yung potential para tumaas yung economy natin sa automotive industry. Pagka malaki yung automotive industry sa isang country, dahil sanga-sanga yan sa automotive industry kasi merong metal, merong upholstery, may foam, may plastic, may rubber, so napakaraming industriya yung pwedeng matulungan. So kapag malaki yung automotive industry sa country natin, mas malaki yung chance na mas malaki, lalago yung ating economy.
Pero ano-ano, sir, yung pwedeng i-test?
Actually, marami kung tutusin. Magsisimula ito sa mga material na gagamitin. Siguro yung unang-una, yung mga stamping parts, yung mga brackets na fino-form galing sa sheet. Tapos pwede nating malaman ano ba yung kanilang mga properties appropriate dun sa kanilang paggamit. So, pangalawa, yung mga product. Pwede rin tayo mag-test ng seatbelt. Pwede rin tayo mag-test ng tires. Pwede rin tayo mag-test ng iba't ibang mga product pa ng automotive parts.
Pero hindi naman lahat ng manufacturing company kailangan talagang dumaan sa mga masusing pagsusuri. Pero sa inyo, sir, ano yung recommendation ninyo?
Actually, ang automotive testing facility, itinayo natin para suportahan, para maging third party tayo.
Okay.
Kunyari, ako manufacturer ako, sinabi ko maganda yung product ko. Maniniwala ka ba? Kasi ako gumawa, ako magsasabi na maganda. Pero kapag halimbawa ikaw, tapos meron pang isang third party nagsabi, maganda yung gawa ko, ibig sabihin,
Totoo na yan.
meron pang isang tao na wala namang relationship sa akin na nagsasabi na yung gawa ko competitive.
Pero halimbawa may nakita tayong mga siguro error or failure pagdating dun sa mga parts. Ano ba yon? Ang solusyon ba nasa inyo din or hindi na?
Actually, ang pinoprovide lang natin ay mga test. So siguro sasabihin namin ganito nangyari, yung manufacturer mismo yung gagawa ng paraan para ma-solve yung problema na yon.
Ano masabi niyo sir yung mga halimbawa, mga errors talaga na kumbaga naka-out na sa market eh. Pwede possible ba yun sir?
Kung merong error man sa automotive industry, kasi sa automotive industry, meron tayong tinatawag na mga 1958 agreement, mga type approval testing.
Okay.
So pagka pumasa sa type approval testing, ibig sabihin, accepted na yan. Ngayon, kapag lumulusot pa rin doon, meron tayong tinatawag na recall. Pwede nilang i-recall yung product, tapos papalitan nila ng gumagana na product.
Kanina nabanggit ninyo mga seatbelt. Ano particularly sa seatbelt yung ating tinetest?
Okay, so sa ngayon, ang pwede nating itest sa seatbelt, yung parang lalagyan natin siya ng dust. Parang kunyari na luma yung seatbelt. Tapos saka mo itetest for iba't ibang angle. Kasi yung seatbelt, tinetest natin, at a certain angle dapat maglalak siya. At a certain angle dapat mag-a-unlock siya. So pagka hindi nangyari yun, ibig sabihin, hindi appropriate yung seatbelt para doon sa ganung modelong sasakyan. Isa pang testing yung yung retraction. So pagka hinila mo siya, minsan may mga times, lalo na pagka luma na yung sasakyan natin,
Hindi na nababata.
so hindi na bumabalik.
Oo.
So meron tayong testing para doon, para malaman natin matibay ba yung retraction mechanism ng seatbelt natin.
Sa ngayon sir, gaano na kalawak o karami yung nag-adopt ng ganitong klase ng serbisyo?
Sa ngayon, kung sa seatbelt, hindi pa ganoon karami, no? Pero ang masasabi ko lang, kahapon nag-meeting ang DOTR at parang pinupush nila na magkaroon ng mandatory, kung alam niyo yung child restraint system sa sasakyan. So mangyayari, magiging mandatory, dadami yung demand, dadami yung test na mangyayari na gagawin natin.
Pero yung standard na sinusunod natin, nakabase ba yun sa international? Pero kasi dito sa Pilipinas, alam natin yung iba ayaw gumamit ng seatbelt.
Actually, nakabase yan parati sa UNECE regulations, particularly R16. So, kung ang kasi enforcement hindi sa atin.
Yes.
Ang enforcement nasa LTO, nasa mga pulis. So, hanggang doon lang tayo, doon sa quality ng product sa sasakyan.
Okay. Any more messages, sir, dun sa ating mga taga-subaybay?
Siguro, masasabi ko lang sa ating mga taga-subaybay, lalo na sa mga industriya ng automotive, the government is trying to support the industry. Sana samantalahin natin yung mga pagkakataong ganito para magkaroon tayo ng mas reliable, mas competitive, at saka mas maraming product na pwede nating ipagmalaki, hindi lang sa ASEAN, kumari nga sa buong mundo eh.
Thank you so much. Maraming salamat po.
Sige,
Nakasama
salamat
po
din.
natin, of course, mula sa MIRDC, Engineer Catalan. Manatili ka nakatutok, magbabalik pa rin ang DOSTv, Science for the People.
Hello everybody, I'm Chris Tu and welcome to DOSTv Science for the People.
Nagbabalik po ang DOSTv Science for the People. And to tell us about the Industry 4.0, or also known as the Automation and Manufacturing Technologies, dubbed as Smart Factory, which he discussed for the ASEAN at 50, Partnering for Change, Engaging the World for STI Forum during the 2017 National Science and Technology Week. Joining us today is Dr. Michael Brown. Good morning, sir.
Xin chào, good morning.
Good morning. San Chao is good morning in Vietnam.
That's where I'm living and working.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about Industry 4.0. Can you tell us what is 4.0 all about?
Industry 4.0 is a term to describe a change which we will have in the way how we do business and how we will produce goods, how we will sell goods, and how we will provide services. In the past, until now, we have very much been working with factory automation already, but humans were managing the process, humans were guiding the process. Now Industry 4.0 means that the machines are becoming intelligent, that the machines and the pieces which you produce, everything is communicating with everything on the Internet of Things. And machines are becoming autonomous, will take autonomous decisions. So we must redefine the way how we, the humans, work with the machines. And we expect from this a huge gain in productivity and flexibility.
Okay, so Definitely, when we say Industry 4.0, the computer and automation will come together in a new or entirely new way.
I would not say it's entirely, the term industrial revolution is a little bit misleading. We will not skip everything which we have today and switch to something new tomorrow. I think it's more an evolution than a revolution. But step by step, to take one example, in my second home country where I'm living and working, Vietnam, the footwear industry is an important sector. In the footwear industry, when you went to a factory traditionally, you had a big hall with thousands of people, each of them sewing one piece to another piece, handing it over to the next one. So the first step in the evolution was that instead of having this manual process, they start now to introduce robots, and robots are taking over some pieces of the work. From there on then, in the next steps, they will start to automate whole manufacturing stations. And then maybe a whole manufacturing line will be automated. And at the end of this, maybe there will be a fully automated manufacturing plant. But we are still a long way away from this. So you see, this is why I call it an industrial evolution and an industrial revolution. But basically, it's all based on modern information technology. It's based on the internet, what we call the Internet of Things. It's based on technologies like robots, sensors, and it's based on artificial intelligence, so that we can delegate decisions to the machines themselves, to the manufacturing line, and we, the humans, we can concentrate on the essential things.
But what would be the implication of this system to the current trend of the manufacturing industry?
I think there's no general answer. It depends a little bit on the specific situation. I am born in Germany. Germany is a high technology country, and the implication for Germany is German companies seek to be leading suppliers and users of Industry 4.0 technologies because labor is expensive in Germany, and therefore we want to sell our technologies and we must be very productive. On the other hand, if you take a country like the Philippines, the service sector is very important. I was told that far over 1 million Philippine people are working in the call center business. And as we have heard from one of the speakers this morning, he said that artificial intelligence and robots will take over a large part of this work. So we must ask ourselves what will happen to the employment in our country. In my second home country, Vietnam, we have the same situation. I mentioned footwear industry, and this means that we are speaking about 2 million employments in Vietnam, only people working there, but doing simple manual labor. If the factories will become automated, if the factories will become intelligent, then we must skill up these people. They must learn new skills, and maybe we will not need any more 2 million workers in the factories. To give you an example, Adidas, one of the leading suppliers, has built a demonstration plant in Germany to show what is possible with Industry 4.0. So this is really state of the art. This is the most modern you can think of. And in this factory, instead of thousands of people, less than 200 workers are producing 500,000 pair of shoes per year. And they don't work with sewing machines. They go to the factory with the iPad, controlling and checking what the machines are doing. And the second layer here is you can think about completely new business processes, the way how you do business, because in such an environment, imagine you have produced 500,000 pair of shoes in a factory, and every shoe can be different. Every customer can order his individual design. You can measure the exact size of the foot of everyone, and the factory can produce it. You cannot do that today. So you see, the way how we do business is becoming completely different from how we do business now, and the implications for our countries, they will be huge, they will be long-term, but we cannot yet anticipate them.
Well, we are moving fast and we are moving forward, right? For some that have already known about Internet of Things or IoT, what is the difference between IoT and Industry 4.0?
The difference is Industry 4.0 is an application of IoT. The Internet of Things basically is the way how we communicate today. You know, It started with the Internet of People. We all have our smartphones, we all use our computers, so this was the Internet. But today, you should know that there are more machines using already the Internet than people. So every machine in the future, every piece in your household, your refrigerator, will have an Internet address. So you could imagine that your refrigerator has a sensor which tells you, hey, you're running out of milk. And in the Internet of Things world, the refrigerator now can place an order for new milk. You don't even have to care about filling your refrigerator because the refrigerator will learn your preferences, what you like to eat.
But what is the implication of this technology to the human labor or forces?
I think the major implication is we will change completely the way how we work, and we will have to learn completely new skills. You see, for my generation, the Internet was new. I had to learn to work with email. I had to learn to use a computer efficiently. My children today, this is everyday work for them. And now the children of our children, they will be completely used to having all this connectivity. And you know, you can think about examples. I mean, when you take a plane from here to somewhere else, you know, the plane is flying, and in the planes there are hundreds of sensors placed, and if something goes wrong, if, for example, a machine needs to be repaired, the sensor knows it, the plane via the Internet of Things communicates it to the airline, and when the plane lands at its arrival, the crew to replace the piece which is broken stands already there with the replacement part, so you have no more interruptions. So you see, we're becoming faster and faster and more efficient.
Okay, this sounds great, but are there any maybe possible drawbacks?
It's difficult to say. You know, for my generation, one drawback is we are losing a part of our privacy. You know, if my refrigerator orders the milk and the food for me, I have no control over these data anymore, and I don't know who knows about these data. And you know, my generation grew up with a very strong emphasis on privacy. Honestly, I don't know that other people know what I'm eating and what I'm speaking the evening. But you know, in this world of Internet of Things, Internet of Services, Internet of People, we get used to the fact that what we post on Facebook, the world knows it. We will maybe have to get used to the fact that our refrigerator is ordering, the suppliers of food, they know it, and they will send us publicity about that. So you see, this is one very private implication. Another implication is we have to learn new things permanently. And you know, there are studies which say that half of all the jobs which exist today will not exist, but in 20 years, our children, they will have to learn new kind of work, new kind of jobs, which does not even exist today. And this is not only for doctors, for PhDs, this is also for the shop floor level, this is for the people in the factory. So you see, lifelong learning will become important because technology is moving so fast.
Yes.
What we learn today, tomorrow it's no more relevant. And this means that my children, I told them the most important thing is you learn, and you make sure that you are qualified. Because the demand for qualified, highly qualified work will go up, and the demand for unskilled labor will go down and down and down. And this will have a huge impact on the education system, and this will be a big challenge for the Philippines and for other countries which are in the same situation as the Philippines.
Of course, we're all witnesses with the fast-changing technologies. Maybe 10 years from now, what can you see on the manufacturing industry or sector?
Phew. Do you have a simpler question? What I see is, in 10 years from now, our products, our services will be much more individualized. Because, you know, today, imagine the way how you buy clothes. Today, you can buy clothes either by going to a shop and you choose from a collection which
online.
is there. or you search online, but still you go and you try, does it fit me or not? Or you go to a tailor, and the tailor will take your measures, and then you wait for 2 weeks, and then he gives it back to you. I think in 10 years from now, the way how you buy clothes will be completely different. You will go to a shop, and there will be a body scanner. And they will put you there, they will ask you to stand still for a second. The body scanner takes your measures, transmits all your data to the factory. The factory receives the data, the machines produce your clothes exactly to your measure, and 24 hours later you have them.
Wow.
You will maybe, in 10 years from now, if your car needs repair, if you need a spare part, today you go to the shop and they say we must order the spare part and it will come next week. In 10 years from now, they will look at it, they will say, wait a moment, and they will have a 3D printer which will print the spare part for your car, and half an hour later you walk back with the car repaired. And as we heard this morning, this car, you will no longer drive this car. This car will be autonomous. The car will drive itself, and you will just tell the car where you want to go. So you see, it's difficult to say how will be our life, how will we work. But the only thing which I am sure is it will be completely different from what we have today. And there's one thing, if I may say, which is very important, is that we make this change available for all of society and not only for the rich part of society. Because the big danger of these technologies is that if they are only available to the rich, the split between the poor and the rich will become bigger and bigger. And this is a big challenge for policymakers and for our society.
This is really an interesting topic, but we're lacking so much time. Do you have any more messages, of course, to my fellow Filipinos?
My main message is adopt the new technologies, adopt this new world, try to learn from it, try to learn for it, don't be scared of it. Yes, many things will change, but if you manage the change, I think we will have all together a great future if we shape it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the information that you have shared to us today. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was Dr. Michael Brown. And I hope through science, technology, and innovation, the Philippines can cope with this emerging industry.
Thank you, Ms. Jel. Good morning sa iyo. Good morning din sa mga viewers natin ng DOSTv. Base po sa ating data sa Himawari Animation, patuloy pong epekto ng ITCZ or Intertropical Convergence Zone sa malaking bahagi ng ating bansa. Base din po sa ating latest animation, meron po tayong kumpol ng kaulapan sa West Philippine Sea na posible magdala ng pag-ulan sa malaking bahagi ng Luzon. Silipin muna natin ang magiging taya ng panahon dito sa Luzon kung saan mataas ang tsansa ng mga pag-ulan dito sa southern portion, kabilang ng Bicol Region, Mimaropa, buong Calabarzon, gayon din sa Metro Manila at sa mga lalawigan ng Aurora, Zambales at Bataan. Cloudy skies with light to moderate rains and thunderstorms ang ating mararanasan ngayong araw. Habang sa natitirang bahagi po ng Luzon, northern and the rest of central Luzon, bahagyang maulap hanggang sa maulap na kalangitan ng mararanasan at posible ang mga pulupulong pag-ulan or pagkidlat pagkulog. Sa mga kababayan po natin sa Visayas, asahan po mataas ang tsansa ng ulan sa western portion or sa Panay Island. Light to moderate rains and thunderstorms ang kanilang mararanasan dahil sa ITCZ. Sa natitirang bahagi po ng Visayas, bahagyang maulap hanggang sa maulap pa rin na kalangitan ng mararanasan at meron din mga panandaliang buhos ng ulan. Sa mga kababayan naman po natin sa Mindanao, sa western portion din or sa Zamboanga Peninsula ang epekto ng ating ITCZ, mga light to moderate rains and thunderstorms. Habang sa natitirang bahagi po ng Mindanao, generally magandang panahon naman po ang mararanasan at meron din mga isolated rain showers or thunderstorms sa hapon hanggang gabi. Silipin naman natin ang magiging taya ng panahon hanggang sa weekend sa ilang key metros ng ating bansa. Dito po sa Metro Manila, asahan hanggang bukas, hanggang sa Sabado actually, ang maulap na kalangitan dahil po sa ITCZ at meron din mga light to moderate rains and thunderstorms. Ang ating range of temperature, 25 hanggang 32 degrees Celsius. Then pagsapit po ng Sunday, magiging maganda na muli ang panahon at meron na lamang mga pulu-pulong pag-ulan. Ang ating maximum temperature ay 33 degrees Celsius. Sa mga nagbabakasyon po sa Baguio City, ngayong araw hanggang bukas, ay asahan po ang generally magandang panahon at meron lamang mga pulu-pulong pag-ulan. Pero pagsapit po ng weekend, posible magkaroon din ng epekto ng ITCZ, kaya't maghanda na po ng payong sa mga magbabakasyon doon, light to moderate rains and thunderstorms. Ang ating range of temperature, 16 hanggang 24 degrees Celsius. Sa atong mga kaigsuonan din sa Metro Cebu, asahan naman ang bahagyang maulap hanggang sa maulap na kalangitan hanggang sa weekend. At meron din mga panandaliang buhos ng ulan lalo na sa hapon hanggang gabi. Range of temperature natin ay 25 hanggang 32 degrees Celsius. Panghuli sa ating mga kaigsuonan sa Metro Davao, bahagyang maulap hanggang sa maulap din po na kalangitan hanggang sa weekend ang ating mararanasan doon at meron din mga isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Temperature natin, 25 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius. Para naman po sa lagay ng ating karagatan, wala pa rin tayong gale warning, even though meron po tayong moderate to occasionally strong na mga baybaying dagat dito po sa western section of Luzon. Pero in general po, pwede naman po maglayag ang ating mga kababayan sa alinmang baybayin ng ating bansa. Ang ating sunset ay 6:29 ng gabi at ang ating sunrise naman bukas ay 5:36 ng umaga. At yan muna latest mula dito sa Weather Forecasting Center ng DOST Pag-asa. Ako po si Benison Estarea na nagsasabing sa anumang panahon, Pag-asa ang magandang solusyon. Happy Thursday po!
DOSTv would like to thank Filipino Creazione de Mano Incorporated. Visit their showroom at ground floor lobby, PSM BFI Building, 318 Santolan Road, West Crames, San Juan City. SciDev, the world's leading source of reliable and authoritative news, views, and analysis on information about science and technology for global development. Visit their website at www.scidev.net.
Gel Miranda would like to thank Dita Sandico, Atrium Hotel, managed by Icon Hotel.
And that's it for today. Abangan ang continuation ng ating special coverage sa 2017 National Science and Technology Week. For more information, just log on to www.dostv.ph and visit our social media accounts. Abangan din ang updates sa lagay ng panahon mula sa DOST Pag-asa tuwing alas 5 ng umaga at alas 5 ng hapon. Always remember, in progress, science is the key. Kaya sabay-sabay tayong makiisa at gamitin ang siyensya. Kami ang DOSTv, the program that delivers science for the people.